3, 2, and 1. Hello, everyone.
This meeting is being recorded.
Happy Monday. Big welcome to our Quantum Field X39 Patching Podcast. My name is Peter No, Senior Presidential Director here with LifeWave, and I have my beautiful co-host, our Executive Director, Miss Suzanne McGee. How are you doing, Suzanne?
I am doing fabulous. I've had such a great day of
Hello,
sharing and onboarding someone who just became a director and very, very anxious to share it with the world. So it's been a great day.
Oh, well, it sounds like you had a busy day. And
We did.
okay, well, awesome. We're gonna piggyback off the great day because every day from Monday through Thursday, we have these incredible testimonials and sharing our technology calls. So for all the guests tonight, if this is your very, very first time being on one of our patching podcasts, big welcome to you. The person that invited you must really love you about your health, or just wants to share something that totally changed their lives by just applying a simple technology called the X39. So in the next 30 minutes, what you will be hearing is just incredible testimonials from our users. And after that, I'll be coming back to share how this technology works and how to get your hands on it. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it back on to Suzanne McGee.
Okay, thank you so much. So we see people coming in, and Peter, I'll turn that over to you to admit there's about 30 people waiting to join us. And we'd like to start out by reading something that we absolutely are called to do. And that's our prerequisite to what we want to tell you tonight. We are not doctors or medical professionals. The information discussed is not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. If you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult with your physician first and then come back and join us. So with that, I'd like to get started on our first interview. We have 2 interviews tonight. I'm excited to have them both. They're personal friends, and you'll find out a little bit more about them as they begin to talk. Now, as we interview people, we know that our people that come on our calls are so anxious to tell us everything, but we're going to try to redirect it to asking them 3 questions. How were they introduced to X39? How has it changed their life? And how do they plan on sharing it and telling others about it? So we're going to go ahead and start with a good friend, a good hiking friend. Her name is Leona Rustin. And Leona, come on and let's see, tell us a little bit about you. There you are.
Well, good evening. It's so great to be with this huge crowd of beautiful people that I just love your energy and your enthusiasm for being here. So, I was first introduced to the X39 in 2019 by my dear friend, Karen Douglas. She always has so many amazing things to share. So she shared about the patch with me. And so I started using it right away.
All right. Now there we see that a friend told a friend. How many of us would like to introduce it to our friends? And that's how trusted friends tell each other, and we begin to change lives. And that's exactly what happened with Leona and Karen. And you 2 have been hiking partners for how many years? Long time.
A long time, over 12, 13 years for a while.
Wow, isn't it? And the younger hikers on the trail can't keep up with these 2. They just head out and they're going up the mountain. And I'm surprised. I tried it 1 week. I thought I was a pretty good hiker until I hiked with these 2. And then I'm like, oh. But then I had more acceleration after X39. So what have you noticed the differences that you have experienced since you've been centered on taking this X39 into your system?
Well, I was contemplating today because I take a lot of wonderful things, but I remembered that the thing that really stood out was that I stopped taking naps. I used to be somebody that would have to, like around 3 o'clock or so, I was wasted, so I had to sleep. So I do not take naps anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. And something
Yeah.
to notice because the body's giving you that performance level. What else have
Right.
you noticed?
Well, like about a month ago, I had an injury. I actually was walking in my neighborhood and I tripped and fell. And I'm not that kind of person to be unstable, but I tripped and fell and I hurt my knee. And then I was talking to Karen and she reminded me about the LifeWave product. So I put the LifeWave products on my knee. And then I moved my knee and there was no pain at all. And I was like, what? And so I kept moving it to find pain and I didn't have any pain. So I was like stoked. So I wore that patch for a couple of days. I just kept it on. And then within the next week, I was totally healed. So I really healed up really quickly.
And you were doing that in accompaniment with your X39, correct?
Yes, both of them, yes.
So focus on the X39, and
Yeah.
then we have wonderful patches that we call targeted patches. And they sometimes give us that extra boost when we need it after we've had a specific injury. Okay, what else do you have to tell us?
I think I've told you everything in a nutshell.
All right.
I've had, yeah, and I've been really consistent and it's really paid off. So I'm really happy to have found this product and that my dear friend Karen turned me on to it.
So some of you noticed that Karen's on the line and she's right here and they've been friends for a long time. And I noticed that you said something that's so important. If I could have the majority of my clients as consistent as you are in doing what it takes to repair the body and using this as an additive, I would be very happy. You are the model of consistency for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, you're
welcome.
welcome.
Look forward to having other experiences with you as we continue to share. Thank you, Leona.
Thank you.
Okay, so another guest of mine is a personal friend, my husband, Robert McGee. So Robert, let's see, come on, can you see us and are you unmute yourself?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we sure can.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you how you were introduced to X39.
All right, I'm pretty shy, so you'll have to probably pry it out of me, but I've been associated with my friend for about 57 years now, and I respect her opinion very highly. We totally embrace the holistic way of health care and health maintenance many years ago, and consequently we've been involved in quite a few technologies that have been very beneficial in our life. Recently, I say recently, within the last few years, we've become acquainted with several that have made a mainstay in our wellness center. The most dominant, I would say right now, is the LifeWave patches. And I became associated with that, listening to my wife when she would come home from certain events or after the call at 6 o'clock every night and say, oh, you should have heard this, you should have heard this, that, oh, it was so great, it was on. And I said, oh my gosh, it can't be that good. Yeah, she say that to her, but this is me thinking, dumb guys. So when she introduced the X39 to me, I did some study on it and I was really, really amazed. I have a degree, a Bachelor of Science degree in Zoology and Physiology. So I am familiar with some of the terminology they're using and how things work. She convinced me I should be using them, and she was right. I started using the X39, and unlike some of the other people, I didn't have this miraculous life-changing event occur in my life, but I did feel a difference over a period of time. And I thought, well, that's why most everything else has affected me. I have to wait for a while and then it happens. And I guarantee you it does happen to everyone. But to me, it wasn't these, oh my gosh, what was that? But recently, with the advent of the X39, I'm probably not supposed to talk about that, but I am a mountain bike rider. My three boys and I all have been involved in competitive bicycle racing and riding for quite a few years. I've been racing bicycles for 55 years. And so I'm familiar with the needs of a person when they're out on the trail. And when there's a deficiency, boy, it's really known. I have to be honest with you and tell you that when I wore the X39 and then added the X49 to it, I ride every morning for about 15 miles. And I was immediately impressed with the amount of energy and stamina I had, above and beyond what I normally had. And I made a mental note, and then I started writing it down. I could ride further, longer, and faster than I've ever ridden before. And I said, the only thing I have changed is the addition of the X49 to the X39. And so I was really impressed. And I heard a statement over the weekend at one of our events, and it said, speaking of the person making the delivery, he said, if I knew these things now, or if I knew these things before, and I didn't tell my friends and those associated with me, it would be criminal. Not it would be a shame, not it would be sad, it would be criminal to not tell everyone else. If you learn these things and know them for yourself, if you don't share that, it's criminal. And I tell you, this is something that we'll all be criminals if we don't share. That's all I got.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm just going to have you be silent for a moment because we're in adjacent rooms. And that would be that quote from Amy Holmesy and Bob Campbell, who always do such a great job of expounding the benefits of that and telling us that we absolutely must share with our friends. So I'm going to take a minute and show you. I have a few pictures that I wanted to share with you. So give me 1 second. We'll share the screen. And then we have some things to share. Okay, now here is my husband and my son. Now look at that picture. There's probably 35 years difference between these two. And
it's hard to tell which one is me, isn't it?
Well, I think it's a pretty darn good picture. Now he gets up and he rides his bike in the canyon every day. So this is one of our sons who is a cyclist. Both of our sons have been cyclists for many years. And Bob was determined that he was going to do as much as he could to keep up with him and to keep up with them. So I wanted to show you what life was like for us many years ago, probably 40 years ago. This was 40 years ago. The son down here is our oldest son. And then this is our youngest son. There's 3.5 to 4 years difference between them. And this was the team that Bob managed. And Bob's back here with the mustache, getting that 70s mustache there.
Damn, Bob.
Yeah. And this is what he was like. And he has kept up with the racing team of the boys and helping them. And now they look like this. This is them on the stands winning top positions in one of the hardest races in the United States. So it's something that we continually do. And there you have the benefit of the X39 and what it has done on top of good living and having wellness products that are great and nutritionally found, as well as good eating and lots of good water. But you can see that he is right there keeping up with them. And so even though the years have passed, I love to see when people take the advantage of taking such good care of their body that we don't see the age on the body. So do you have anything else to go ahead and add to that before we close, Robert?
I have to unmute myself.
Yeah,
I don't
just
want
have to
anyone to
mute.
be, I don't want anyone to be confused. My two oldest sons are, they would be professionals if they could take the cut and pay they would have to do to be professionals. But I can ride the same time they do, but I can't ride with them. They're just too strong. All I can tell you is, it's a statement I made to my son this last week, and that is that because of their willingness to help me, and because of the great products that we have, LifeWave in particular, that keeps me in the game. And that's what it's all about as we get older, to stay in the game. Staying in the game is everything. And just being on the sideline is not enough. You have to stay in the game. So all I can tell you is share this with everyone or be a criminal.
Okay, thank you. I think that should be our new motto. Share this with everyone or be a criminal. Now, once again, we have someone who is committed to wellness. Not adding another type of product or maybe another pill, but to unpeel the patch, which Peter is going to tell you about, and put it on the body and let the body have light for energy, and we become our own light transmission. That is wonderful. Well, you can hear from me too, that we've had two people in their senior years not letting those chronological age affect them at all, but continuing to maintain. So I think those are two great testimonies, Peter, and I'm going to turn it over to you to tell people who are waiting. We have over 200 people. We have 201 people. We made it, 201. So we're anxious to have you tell us about this technology.
So thank you so much, Leona. I still remember you from a while ago, and wow, you look younger today. And Bob, you too. So before I get into explaining how this technology works, I want each and every one on this call tonight to pay attention to two words: regeneration and repair. What have you done all your life? What do you have in your medicine cabinet? What are you spending your daily money on every day? And how much are you spending to physically see, sell down to the cellular level, a technology or a product that is physically regenerating you and repairing you down to your cells? If you cannot answer this question, then today is your lucky day, because you've been invited to hear a technology as simple as a patch that can really do that. So before I get into this, this is as simple to use as literally you're peeling off a sticker. You can put this behind your neck on the C7. You can put it below your belly button or anywhere where you have the issue. And what does it do? All you have to really do is wear it on for 12 hours on, and then let your body rest and let it rest for 12 hours off. You can wear this. We like to recommend wear it in the morning and then take it off at night. So what does it do? The moment you put this in your skin, it's called non-invasive, non-dermal. There is no injections. There is no stem cells in this patch, okay? It's your own stem cells. But when you put this on your skin, it will activate one of the most powerful peptides in your body called copper GHK, okay? When you can activate that peptide instantly, you are resetting between 3,000 to 4,000 of your genes. The moment it does that, it's like a computer software just finding out what your issues are. And the moment we find it through your own body, it is going to turn on your own stem cells. Let me repeat that again. When you can activate the copper GHK peptide, when it can find out what your issues are, it's going to turn on those stem cells in your body. So for example, like Bob or Leona, they are regenerating brand new cells now. So that's how Bob can keep up with her son, right? So if you can produce more stem cells, if you can activate your older stem cells to become new again, and if you can turn older tissues into younger tissues because of that, what do you think it's going to do to your body? You will repair yourself. So who here wants to repair themselves? Who here wants to regenerate themselves? And I think everybody's going to raise their hand. You know why? Because who here is over the age of 65? I know we have a lot, right? And what's going to happen if you are the age of over 65? 80 to 90% of your stem cells are not producing anymore. Now, we're going to ask this question: who's here over the age of 35? So I went backwards. There's quite a bit of us, okay, that are over the age of 35 now too, and even below the age of 35. Younger generations are experiencing pain these days, right? So 50% of the stem cells are not producing anymore. So I want to ask a question to everyone. Have you heard of the procedure of stem cell therapy? Do you understand and know how expensive it is? Do you know the procedure to go through there? And do you know that it's a journey? You got to go through the medical doctor. Some people have to travel all around the world to get that therapy done. So I want to ask a question again. Why would you want to pay thousands and thousands of dollars and try to gamble to try to regenerate a certain body part when you can spend less than a cup of coffee a day, about less than $4 a day? How would you like to regenerate every single stem cell in your body, throughout your body, for every organ? So that is why we bring so much value into this technology. And this is the very, very first time the world is going to get to experience what non-invasive, non-dermal stem cell activation is. So what are people saying for the first 1 to 7 days of their experience? Most people are getting better sleep. They are getting energy because you are waking up your ATP. A lot of us here get some kind of a miraculous experience by maybe their pain go away or their eyes can see. Like myself, that's what happened to me. So it happens to a lot of us, okay? Many people, but as you take this for the first couple of days, just know that you are only starting to activate yourself. Deep, deep healing does take about 90 days to 180 days. Nothing happens overnight. But guess what? If you can put on a sticker on your body, you are regenerating every single day for 12 hours. And when you take it off, you are repairing yourself for the next 12 hours. How cool is that? So who is responsible for this technology? Our creator, our CEO, our inventor, his name is David Schmidt. He has been working with the light frequency for many decades. And because of his research, of his development of the variable patches, about 17 years ago, he created the company called LifeWave. The company back then, 17 years ago, we all know light, antioxidants, internet, digital, that was like way far-fetched for the future, right? But he didn't give up. And he also put out millions of dollars and 10 years of research because he knew the future was going to be all about stem cells. And the only way to get stem cells again is through taking it from somebody else's DNA and injecting it to yours. So because of the wearable patches, I mean, he's put out a lot of time. And when this kit was released, the X39 was released about 2 years ago, he made sure that he had a patent on this technology, that nobody in the world, no company can even copy this. And up to date, we have over 100 patents on all our patches. So as you can see, we only specialize in wearable patches. We specialize in non-invasive way to activate your body. And as you get to know our community, as you get to hear these testimonials every single day through these podcasts here, just join us so you can listen, so you can hear, and you can actually be so confident that this product works so well that we have brand new testimonials every day. Our company has grown from 50 million to over 300 million in global sales within the last 24 months, just because of the X39 Stem Cell Activation patch. So does that mean people want to get younger? Yes. Does that mean people want to save money because they don't want to take any more pharmaceutical drugs or all kinds of invasive ways to stay younger, put more creams on your body, swallow more pills? If you don't want that anymore, well, let's just start activating you. So if you like what you just heard in the last 30 minutes, how do you get your hands on it? There's only two ways. First, okay, thank you very much for all our brand new guests. Talk to the person that invited you here on this call. Let them know if you want to be just our wholesale customer, you can order this at $99 for a 30-day supply, okay? We also have a pretty nice customer program. But if you're like many of us here, okay, who cannot stay quiet, or it's really criminal not to share a technology when you know how it works, okay? Or you know that you can literally help someone's life instantly, why don't you become our partner? We have 5 wholesale packages. The more you buy, the more you save. And it's all the money goes into products, okay? You get a beautiful website. You get a beautiful customer service to help you with any questions. You get our company to ship the products for you. And most importantly, you get this beautiful community here every single day that will share with you, grow with you, okay, and help you grow through this process of building a career, a plan B, or maybe just change the world and help us all light up the world today, because the world really needs it now. So as you can see, we're all advocates for this. Again, my name is Peter No. I just want to say thank you so much, Leona, Bob, for sharing your testimonials tonight. Thank you, Suzanne McGee, for always being a beautiful co-host with us. And thank you to our beautiful Jim, our Quantum Field X39 team, for always showing up and supporting and just helping everybody to light up the world. Thank you so much. We love you. Tomorrow we have our beautiful Wendy and Kathleen, same channel, same time, and come and listen to more testimonials. Everyone have a beautiful Monday. Thank you. And thank you for all our guests. And we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you, Peter.
Bye, Peter.
Bye, Peter.
Thank you, Leona. Thank you, Suzanne.